just thinking about doing things instead of actually doing them. It's a trap, and your brain loves it. See, your brain is looking for a reward, and it found a massive loophole. It figured out that if you just sit there and picture yourself in fantasy dreams, it can give you a hit of dopamine right now. It feels good. It feels like you've already won. And that's where it gets dangerous. It's a really bad habit. It's destroying your time and burning the energy you need to actually do things. In this video, I'm breaking down 5 habits that have a secret bad effect on your brain. We're going to talk about how our physiology actually works, because, let's be real, we do prefer a comfortable life. We keep chasing those good feelings of a dream future. But the reality, we'll keep losing time if we don't realize what we should do to stop. 1. The morning brain hijack. Think about the very first thing you do when you wake up. Most of us grab our phone. You haven't even stood up yet, and you're already scrolling. You see someone on a beach, someone winning an award, someone at the gym. You start picturing yourself there. But here's the problem. Your focus is limited, and the moment you grab that phone, you've already given it away. You're not just distracted, you're getting robbed. You're using up your best energy on stuff that isn't even real. You feel busy because your brain is buzzing from all the stimulation, but you haven't moved an inch toward your own goals. By the time you actually try to work, you're already tired. You've spent your morning fuel on a screen. You feel like you've been doing things, but you've just been watching other people do them. That's the trap. 2. The research loop. We all do this. We say we're preparing. We buy the books, we watch the how-to videos, we organize our desk. It feels comfortable, but it's a lie. Your brain is just avoiding the part where you might fail. Look, if you spend 3 weeks planning a business but 0 minutes talking to a customer, you're not an entrepreneur, you're a librarian. You're just losing time in a way that feels productive. Truth is, you're never going to feel 100% ready. That feeling doesn't exist. You have to start when it's messy. You have to stop picturing the end and start getting used to the boring part of the beginning. Preparation is important, sure, but after a certain point, it's just a fancy way of staying stuck. 3. Talking instead of doing. Have you ever noticed that when you tell someone about a big goal, you feel a little sense of pride? They say, "Wow, that's a great idea," and you feel amazing. Sounds harmless, right? It's not. Your brain just got the good feelings it was supposed to earn by finishing the project. This is a secret bad effect that kills your drive. You talked about it so much that your brain thinks it's already done. You traded your energy to do things for a quick hit of attention. Here's a better way. Be quiet. Let people wonder what you're up to. If you keep your goals to yourself, that hunger stays alive. It forces you to actually do the work to get the reward. Stop looking for a good job for a plan you haven't even started yet. 4. The multitasking myth. We like to think we're being productive when we have 10 tabs open and our phone is buzzing next to us. But think about it. How many of those things are actually getting done? Your brain gets tired every time you switch tasks. It's like a car constantly stopping and starting in traffic. You're burning way more fuel, but you're barely moving. This messes your focus up. You end the day feeling exhausted, but you can't point to one thing you actually finished. You've been busy, but you haven't been effective. We need to get comfortable with doing one thing at a time. It's boring, it's hard, but that's where the results are. If you can't sit still with one task for an hour, you aren't in control of your own mind. You're just reacting to whatever notification pops up next. 5. Chasing the result, hating the process. This one messes people up the most. We spend so much time picturing ourselves at the finish line. We want the money, the fit body, the success. We're in love with the fantasy dream. But the real work starts. The early mornings, the repetitive tasks, the times where nothing seems to be happening, we quit. Why? Because it doesn't feel like the dream. But real progress isn't a highlight reel. It's usually pretty boring. It's just showing up when you don't want to. If you only work when you're inspired, you'll never be consistent. You have to move from motivation to identity. Stop trying to achieve a goal and start trying to become the person who does the work, the person who doesn't need a fantasy to keep going. The reality check. At the end of the day, your physiology wants you to stay in the comfort zone. It wants you to stay on the couch, picturing yourself winning while you're actually losing. But you have to realize what you should do. You have to stop rewarding your brain for just thinking. Truth is, time is going to pass anyway. You can spend it in a fantasy dream, or you can spend it in reality. One feels good for a minute. The other changes your life forever. Stop looking for the comfortable path. Stop losing time in the loop of thinking. Start taking actions, even if they're small, even if they're boring. Just move.